Welcome to episode 1, season 1 of the Goon Corner, everybody.
Meet your Chinese baby, 手中中国语啊 Meet your Chinese baby, 手中中国语啊 Meet your Chinese baby, 手中中国语啊 Meet your Chinese baby, 手中中国语啊
I have a special guest, Michael Mannix, also known as the nonchalanter. If you can't introduce yourself.
They know my name.
They know I'm here. Okay, they know I'm around the
They know what it
streets.
is.
Okay, well, today I am here to talk about and discuss with you all the conceivance of the nonchalanter. And so, this story goes back about 28, to 37 years. And it all started in Northern Ontario when Michael Mannix's alleged father, Dan Mannix, we don't know if that's even his father though, okay? So Dan Mannix, he got into a little in trouble himself. And so, he's at a bar, he's having too many drinks. Mannix, let me ask you a question. Who do you believe is your truth?
This is my truth. You want to rephrase that question, dummy?
Who do you believe you were conceived by? Let me ask you that. Who do you believe?
I'm inclined to believe it was LeBron James, but I think it could also be Dan Mannix.
So the story starts in Northern Ontario. And, Dan, he's a little bit of a questionable guy. We've all heard the stories of Dan. And, how he plays pickleball up north.
He doesn't play pickleball, but it's alright.
Well, you see, that's where we draw our divergence. And that's where I believe I'm correct of who you were really conceived by, because you believe he doesn't play pickleball. And
Continue.
so the story starts. He's playing pickleball with a woman named Michelle. And Michelle, she is from one of the states, probably Western Hemisphere area.
So like six or
California.
7 states over again. This guy keeps on cracking up.
So we're in the downstate part of town. So Michelle just appears out of nowhere. And, Dan Mannix is saying, okay, well, I know you've played pickleball before, so I know there's a court open in Northern Ontario. So yeah, we're on the courts. And I'm just watching from an overview.
You were there?
I
in
was
the
there.
Flesh?
I was there. 57 years old.
How, just to clarify stuff, when was your last goon at that time?
Okay, so let's get our terms on the same page first, okay? Define goon.
Getting a little handsy.
Okay. Well,
How long ago? Just so we can see if your mind was in the right place.
it had to have been about 67 years ago.
You mean seconds?
Maybe. You're sitting right here. We're both live on the show.
So we can safely assume you gooned within the last hour.
That's up for you to believe. So, I call it the Mannix Mark. So the Mannix Mark, as I call it, is the signature smirk on Dan Mannix's face. So Dan Mannix makes this smirk. And so does Michael make. And I'm trying to trace it back. Where did this appear in the lineage? So I'm looking through your lineage, and Orta Mannix did not have the smirk.
Who is Orta? Is she a torta?
So Orta doesn't have the smirk. Only you and Dan, and that's where I believe Toothless Tim comes into the show.
No.
Dan, he can get a little flustered at times, right?
Oh yeah.
We're sitting with the big dogs.
Toothless Tim.
We're sitting with the big dogs at Dookie's.
Dookies, yeah. With Paulie.
You ever spin around at Dookie's, huh?
Dookies? Yeah, once or twice.
So how long have you been at Dookie's?
It was like 6 or 7 weeks ago.
So you say you've been there once or twice.
Once or
Now tell
twice.
me, what was your experience each time?
Well, he tried to take me back into what they call their lair. They had pink handcuffs. But I declined. I left the premises immediately. You know, some mics would be really good on this show. We should buy some mics.
Some Jersey mics or just mics?
No, some clip-on mics, you idiot.
So, you said you got the Dookie's experience.
Well, they tried to give it to me. I declined. Second time at Dookie's, got a foot-long sub, and me and Ben each 8 6 inches.
Well, yeah, now that you bring that up, actually, I remember that issue. The problem was at Dookie's, Michael orders the Dookie special. So they bring out this massive plate, and it's probably a dome-shaped cap to it. And so they open the thing. It's a fish fillet. Michael's like, I didn't order a fish fillet. I ordered the Dookie special.
Come on.
And so he's like, come on, you're really going to make me bust Jay's balls over here? So I'm like, that's messed up. You can't be doing this. Dookie's is a well-established business since 1967. And so I'm like, that's it. I'll go to the manager. And the manager at Dookie's...
He's the one with the weird objects in his basement.
Right.
That he tried to...
And this is where things get a little rappy. Because the manager knew Dan Mannix as a relative. In other words, you've got manager blood.
You made it! You're number 1! You did it!
Dookie blood.
Oh boy.
You got Dookie blood.
Maybe I was created in that dungeon. Guys on that Dumbbay levels of brain intelligence.
You see, we have very limited funds on this show. So, if any of you two could cough up a little bit.
Tell them about the link you have in your bio.
You got some shekels, let me tell you.
Let me tell you, I knew Dan Mannix had a few. He caught a case. It was Michelle, for the record.
Yeah, you're right. So Toothless Tim, tell me about Toothless Tim.
We're over in New Haven.
Connecticut?
New Haven, Brunswick.
Those are 2 cities, baby.
So we're over in New Haven.
Brunswick's in New Jersey, by the way.
Yeah, so we're south of Jersey. About 40
That's
minutes.
the ocean.
No, so we're about 40 minutes south of Jersey.
So the ocean.
No. Seabright.
So the ocean.
The hell is this?
This is fucking Bayonne, New Jersey. It's on the water in Bayonne.
Holy sh!
We're 40 minutes south of the north of New Jersey, okay?
So we're in the same spot.
Do you see what I'm saying here? We're 40 minutes south, north of New Jersey. No, we're 40 minutes south from the northest point of New Jersey.
Okay.
About 35 minutes outside of Brunswick.
This is fucking Bayonne, New Jersey.
And that lands us in New Haven.
New Haven's in Connecticut.
New Haven, New Jersey.
It's not a place, but go ahead.
New Haven, New Jersey. So we're all here. We're all here. And so you have a fleshed brother.
A fleshed brother.
I know Ben uses his flesh brother.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, let's not get into what Ben does. Ben's nighttime routine is something else.
Well, let's talk about your BBC. Okay, well, to wrap things up for today, Mike was conceived by Toothless Tim, and that is because,
Ruthless Rick.
well, that's for another episode.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you sick.
How would you like to say? Benjamin Grafstein reeks of natural musk. And he looks like he eats seashells 3 meals a day. And he bathes with rabbit piss.
Yeah, that was real as hell. All right, so.